missed my introduction? Sorry about that, sorry about that. I'm sure what you said was great. First, I'd just like to say thank you very much for inviting me here today on behalf of the Prince's Trust and St Mary's for being the beneficiary of all the work that you're doing this year. As when I walked in through the door and I walked through the hill, I saw those, the words up on that board there. It reminded me of my rugby club, Leicester Tigers. We were, when I played, not so much now, when I played, we used to win quite a lot. But they're the things that you walk into our change room, they're the things that we talk about as players and as, as a successful squad. So, this year we're celebrating 40 years with the Prince's Trust, about all the good work that we're doing. So the fact that you're celebrating 70 years is a testament to how well those things, that's what you build a company for 70 years on the foundation. So congratulations to all you've done so far. As I missed my introduction, I'm not too sure if many people know who I am, but I'm Leon. I'm Leon Lloyd. I played rugby for Leicester Tigers. Very fortunate enough to play for England as well. My dream as a schoolboy, as a young schoolboy, was to play football and score the winning goal for Coventry City.
Hey, sorry.
Was that a yay, I'm with you, or that a yay, that's never going to happen? Yay! Yeah, but that was one that didn't happen, unfortunately. I went on to play for Leicester Tigers, made my debut at 17, and went through the ranks there. Very lucky to play with some of the best players, in my opinion, I suppose the opinions of those that count in rugby terms, the best players in the world: Martin Johnson, Neil Back, Joel Stransky, Dean Richards. Some of these guys were amazing. Some not so amazing. I played with Austin Healey, which some of you may or may not know. Me as a player, my background, as I say, I come from Coventry. Not only my family played rugby, we were very much a football family. So to come through the path that I came, a very unorthodox route to playing rugby. I was a very quick runner at school. So what I lacked in skill, I made up for in aggression on the pitch. And I used to get myself into a few scuffles. And I know one of my old coaches is in here, Malcolm Brooks-Arnold, who also played for the Tigers. He'll probably back up what I'm about to say. So I was sort of renowned for getting involved in little scuffles. I'd say, let's call them scuffles. And I remember I was on the verge of being picked to play for England. And Leicester were doing really well. We'd won 3 leagues back to back. We were in the final of the Heineken Cup. And my name kept getting chucked into the ring for Clive Woodward. And Clive Woodward kept saying, he's got a discipline problem, that Leon Lloyd. He's always looking for a scrap all the time. He's just focused on the game, we may look at him. Anyway, so we make it to the final. We've already won the league. We're in the final against Stade Francais in Parc de France over in Paris. 60,000 seat stadium, huge stadium, great occasion, one of the biggest games in the club's history. I would have been about 20 years old then. With some of my other teammates, like Lewis Mooney and Jordan Murphy, we like to mess around a little bit and not really take on how important this was for the club and the history of the team and of the gals. So when we were going out to play this match, and I got a phone call from Clive Woodward the day before. We were the only English team left in the competition. I got a phone call from him saying, right, Leon, England are going on tour 2 weeks after this match. You're in contention for the England jersey. You're the only one left playing. All the other people you're in competition with are not playing. So really, the shirt's yours to lose. Don't get into a fight or get involved in anything, and concentrate on your discipline. So there for me, I'm thinking, right, I've got the coach who's called me that. I think all I've got to do now is get through this one match without getting in trouble. Easy said than done. I realised it was going to be a tough day at the office when, as we walked out and both teams started walking towards each other, which I thought we were walking together for the national anthem, but it wasn't. It was literally a standoff. There was going to be a scrap before the whistle went to start off with. So I realised then I might be my work might be cut out. Anyway, fast forward to half time. And we're a few points behind, but we're in the game. We were strong, we were a good side, we trusted our defence. They had some amazing players. They're probably on paper, possibly the best team in Europe, but they didn't have what we had. They didn't have that, they didn't have those moulds, the foundation that we built our club on. So we always thought that we were going to win this match. And a lot of us had been involved in the Heineken Cup final in '96, where we lost. So a lot of us are still hurting from that. So we come out at half time and Jono says, lads, we've got to silence the crowd. We've got to go out there. Sorry, Martin Johnson says we've got to silence the crowd and get out there and do what we do. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, we have got to silence the crowd, but I'm now 40 minutes away from getting my first cap for England. I've gone 40 minutes already. No penalties, no mistakes, no yellow cards, no drop balls, which is unusual for me. So I've gone 40 minutes about that. I'm thinking to myself, I've just got to keep my head on for 40 minutes. So we run out there, we kick off. I get on the end of a pass from my centre partner. I run down 40 yards, manage to score a try in the corner. And I'm thinking to myself, winning goal, Coventry City, now I've just scored a try in the Heineken Cup final. That's amazing. So I've equalled it. And I haven't given away any penalties. They kick off, we're sort of scrapping again. They were never going to score a try past us, but their fly half was kicking drop goals and penalties all over the place. But I'm thinking to myself, no penalties, no fighting. 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes passes, I get the ball, I run a few yards, I pass the Neil back, another friend from Coventry. He scores a try in the corner, and as I'm walking back, I'm thinking to myself, I've now gone 60 minutes, I've scored one try, I've actually set up a try in the Heineken Cup final, the biggest game in the club's history, and I haven't given away any penalties. This couldn't get any better. 20 minutes left. The game carries on, their fire comes up, kick penalties, they go back in the lead, they're never going to score a try, our defence is solid. We knew we were going to defend them out the game, which is have a little bit of luck and score a try. So we go into injury time. Now my roommate Austin Healy moves to fly half and makes a break in injury time. And he's ahead of me, and I've been moved up to the wing, he's ahead of me by about 20 yards. He's broke through in injury time, the stuff that you dream of to score the winning try at Heineken Cup final. He breaks through and I'm thinking, he's never going to pass to me. He's going for the glory, he's going to go dummy into the salad dummy and go for himself. I thought, if I'm not there, then it'll be my fault. So I catch up with him quite easily. And to much to my surprise, he floated out this amazing pass to me. To even more surprise, I caught the pass and scored in the corner. Now I did something now, which only a back would do. Bear in mind we build our framework and our foundations on all those things there, respect, teamwork, response. No one's bigger than the team. As I was walking back thinking, there's no time left on the clock, I've scored 2 tries, and only 2 tries, I've scored the winning try in injury time in the Heineken Cup final. I've set a try up, haven't got involved in a fight. Not only am I going to get that England jersey, there's a good chance I might be captain. And I'm walking back, and I'm thinking to myself, I reckon I might be man of the match here. And that's terrible. I admit it, that's a terrible thing to do in a team sport. And I say, only a back would do that. I was walking back thinking, I might be man of the match here. But then Tim Stimson stood up and kicked this amazing kick from the touchline, which meant that they needed to score a try to beat us. So I thought, if I don't win it, I'll gladly let Tim win it. Final whistle goes, the lads come over and they're picking me up in the air. I'm thinking, this is the best day of my life. And then I see in the corner of my eye, Jill Douglas from BBC has got a camera there, lights like that shining down. She's got Austin Healy with her, and Austin's going, Lloydie, come over here. And he's got a bottle of champagne. I'm thinking, yes. So as I'm walking over, I'm thinking to myself, who am I going to thank? My PE teachers, my parents, who am I going to thank for this amazing award? And I get there, and Austin holds up this bottle of champagne, and the man of the match trophy said, you see this, you've had a great game, you scored 2 tries, you set one up, amazing. Man of the match trophy, I'd love to be able to give this to you, but I can't. Because they've awarded it to me. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. This is live on BBC. He was my roommate for 10 years. Live on BBC, having gone 80 minutes without getting any trouble, I punched him square in the testicles. Live on BBC. Live on BBC. True story. Absolute true story. Unfortunately, Clive did pick me the following week anyway. I think more for that punch. But I'd just like to say, just finish by saying thank you very much again for choosing the Prince's Trust as one of your beneficiaries. I've been involved with the Trust for 12 years. And the reason I got into rugby, as I mentioned before, I'm not from a rugby background, I'm an orthodox route in. And there was a guy who, no relation to me or any relation to my family, just by pure luck and coincidence, who also lived in Coventry, he saw something in me which I probably didn't see in myself. And I had the ability at one point to go one of 2 ways down a path. And he voluntarily took me out of the group I was in, and he used to drive me over to Leicester every Tuesday and every Thursday. He wouldn't take a penny off my parents for petrol. He just did it because he loved the sport and he felt like I needed you know, a helping hand really. And at the time, because rugby wasn't professional, for me, I didn't really want to go, and I probably didn't really appreciate or, you know, understand what he was doing, the sacrifice he was making. I just went along with it, and the game turned pro, and then I made my debut, and I've managed to form this career out of it, and I genuinely owe so much to that person for doing that for me. And he wasn't involved with the Prince's Trust. He was just a rugby supporter, and I was introduced to the trust, as I say, 12 years ago. And I didn't really know what they were. As a professional sportsman, you get approached by lots of charities to try and help and support them, and you do what you can by using your profile. And when I heard about the trust, I didn't really know too much about it. Then someone explained to me what it did and how it helped disadvantaged people and people who have the ability to go one of two ways down the path. And I thought, this is my way of sort of thanking. Lloyd was the guy's name, no relation, but Pete was his name. This is my way of thanking him for what he did for me. So I've been involved with him, and what I do, I get involved and help disadvantaged people, try and help them steer them onto a path which they might not be on at that time. And I can give real life examples of my own experience of what I did when I was 16. So the charity means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the trust as well that you've chosen us to be a beneficiary. So I'd just like to finish by saying good luck with the rest of your fundraising. Thank you very much. And the last thing is, I didn't realise it was a masquerade ball today. So when I turned up and saw everybody, I was a little bit surprised, especially as I know my black tie as well. So I quickly made this. And I'm genuinely proud of this. So if you have a look on your silent auction sheet, this is what's on your silent auction sheet. And then I tried it on, and it's actually really scary, so I'm not putting it back on again. So I'm just going to finish on that. I don't even know why I mentioned it. But thank you very much.